that? Like a slightly more sophisticated version of that?
I actually really like the idea of having to pay for additional votes. To your point, if they have had all this power for so long and they want to sway a certain proposal, 1,000 mana, 5,000 mana, 10,000 mana, and that mana all goes into a community pod that gets given public. That would be really cool because
now we're talking
voting power.
Now we're talking, but that's not how this is implemented right now. They want to do pretty much the exact opposite of that.
I mean, they just copied the normal stuff. Yeah, and it'd be hard to make customizations. They'll take a while. Yeah.
Make sure someone writes down that idea.
I mean, I'll be here next week. I'll bring that up. Like, so loud about this, no idea. Even though, like, there's gonna be some really offensive shit on my land soon.
I would just make every vote quadratic, so the square root. So it's like exponentially hard if you have more votes to have more power. And then like just some simple NFTs that are a little hard to get. So like even if you make 1,000 accounts to like gain more voting power, you still need to like earn something that takes an hour or something. And then something like that would be good.
Idea is a pretty good idea too. I mean, the U.S. taxes, right? Like the more you make, the taxes get higher. But here, like the more mana you have thresholds, and it counts 1-to-1 for up to 1,000, and then like to 1 or something like that. Well, there's a lot of things that we could explore here that actually might be good forward steps.
I think it's like the things are the voting power is relayed around right now is like investment. And I think right now the way the voting is not taking into account the time investment and the effort investment. And maybe if we can somehow have certain limits or threshold, something like you said, having the voting power be quadratic, or having your activity also be calculated. So maybe if you're a big mana holder, but then, I'm talking through Pink Bambi right now. If you're like a mana holder and maybe you don't spend a lot of time in world, your voting power is less. Comparatively, if you're a large mana holder and you do, like maybe the worth of your mana voting power is based on how active you are. Like there's a lot of ways that this can be explored.
So, Metazu? Anybody? No?
Yeah, no, I wasn't really saying anything. I was just Nicole. I was just still thinking about it, and it just does really feel like, I mean, a big assumption, but it just does really feel like someone's just trying to get captive over the market because they believe Decentraland's going to do really well, and they're just trying to position themselves in the right place.
Like when you go to vote in the U.S. and there's like a proposition on the voting, and there's always something in there. How do you feel about smoking? But if you answer yes, it's really a no, and vice versa, and just the way they phrase things. That's the way this proposition.
Yeah.
And you're using lobby and proxy and just feel dirty.
You can feel it, right? There's like this
Dark
intuition.
rainbow
You
as
can
well.
feel it.
Oh, it's all kinds of shady. It's he's like, I'm shorting fucking metaverse if this goes through.
Yeah, we just have to go about it the right way, though. Like if we come at this with anger and frustration, you know, it's kind of going to be hard to get them on our side. But if we kind of come at this, you know, the right way, and you know, Lastrom has kind of come in with a very kind of analytical mind, and you know, with goodwill as well. I feel, you know, maybe we can absolutely.
The larger issue is that why don't these districts that build everything that we're standing on right now? I mean, why do the KJs and the Toon Punks not have more voting power? They really should.
I mean, I just you can't have proposals that the majority of the people vote in, and then they get shot down by one whale. You can't have that. That's not Decentraland. That's Decentraland.
Yeah, but that's the free market, so it's decentralized. I mean, one person can come in and buy up the place and have more voting power. That's
not
a free
decentralized,
market.
dude. It's not in 6 wallets.
Yeah, I will say, if you guys have ever heard of the protocol GRT, it actually powers like a lot of Decentraland and other things, and they had a big issue with becoming decentralized because some of the individuals running the open source API indexing protocols could just get too much power and have all the voting rights, and they had to redo like everything to solve for that. So it is interesting, and Decentraland is not the only attempted decentralized place that is facing that issue. But you know, reading through the white paper of GRT and reading through their proposals on the same issues could help us learn how to solve the same issue here.
Yeah, I mean, this issue is inevitable, right? With every metaverse, they're going to come. We're perhaps just one of the first to visit it.
I mean, it's killing a. Take a look.
Yeah, but that just goes to show a game too that he waited until gas was free. So you waited until gas was
exactly.
Yeah.
Gas.
That's what's kind of giving it away. I mean, he's probably you know, maybe kicking himself a little that he wasn't more tactful about it, and maybe, you know, kind of just rubbing his hands together too quickly. I don't know. That's an assumption. I don't know, but that seems to be what has been kind of filtered out today.
There's just a lot of whales here. They're all speculating. I mean, go over to my spot 38103. The Koenig Gallery came in during the height of the cash grab time in February. They bought up a huge stake of land next to me and Sonrating Terrace. We each have new content on. I do my content by the week. He does his twice a month. The Koenig Gallery did one auction during the cash grab. They haven't put anything up since then. That's what we're catering to.
Yeah, I mean, you know, inactive land is a common problem at this stage.
That's what we're going to be catering to going forward. That's just something we're going to have to get used to. I mean, that's something we talked about in a couple of days ago when we were all talking with PG Games. But, you know, is when you are onboarding these people, we're going to start to wait till the brands come in and they have enough money to buy giant piece of land and start voting and taking away our power.
Exactly. It's all bullshit.
I mean, there just needs some kind of identity system on the blockchain, and that's just not there. So
they should.
Yeah, there needs to be some mix of reputation.
How are you going to quantify reputation? How do you quantify reputation?
I mean, like everything can be cheated. Like you can make a bot or something and do stuff, but I guess just getting tokens or NFTs by joining events will help.
What
Yeah,
about
I
the
mean
amount
that's
of
like
votes?
that's a
proposal.
whole lot.
The amount
That's a
of
whole nother
what if
project.
a
to-
pope equals a vote? Every pope equals a vote. It doesn't matter how much mana you have, how much land you have, but the amount of events that you have been active, and every pope gives a vote.
Yeah, I think there's probably danger in
we're
taking the power
getting
away
there.
from the
Yeah,
mana
yeah,
token
better
and land
tuning.
itself.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you'll devalue the token, and you're giving it power to a pope.
Yeah,
I'm not sure that's the right thing to do. I mean, definitely worth talking
I-
about, but
It's got to
I
be
don't think it's
more
right.
but yeah, I mean, you got to involve everything. But I'm just saying, popes is a good way to say how long have you been active, how active have you been in that period of time, and I feel like that's a little bit of the core of the problem that we're talking about, activity, right?
Everybody's saying, what if Bob do it? This is not the ones that care about this place. Straight up.
I mean, it's probably best if every vote is the square root, so quadratic, but then you can earn like a multiplier with like popes, and then it's kind of a balance of everything.
Well, anything's better than this crap system. That's for sure.
All I know
Yeah.
is if popes end up giving voting power, I'm going to have a lot.
Yeah, thanks for being upfront about that, DCL Creations.
How about
Oh, I don't.
how about we weight the votes according to how much time you spent on the giant mana cube, or the mega
the
cube.
polygon cube, the big cube. Yeah,
Yeah. How much time you spent mining? That's how much.
I wish I went all in Matic when that was around.
Oh, don't even remind me, dude. I spent 12,000 mana to get my land because I thought it would be different. And more things change, the more they stay the same.
Well, sometimes things have to get worse before they get better.
Good point. That's where we're at right now, man. I'm just disillusioned as fuck. I mean, go and look on the proposals. All the points of interest proposals all got shot down by whales for the most part. Like all the ones that should have passed, got shot down by like one whale. And it's just like, what the hell? I mean, people are trying to get in there and drive adoption, and it's like you're just killing adoption by doing that.
I mean, I guess just DAOs are very hot, so they just wanted to participate in one.
That was a very valid point that Swiss was saying. He was like, from a marketing perspective, can you guys just at least give the people the impression that they have some power right now? You're going to take it away from them on day
Right.
3?
Yeah, exactly. Oh, fuck's sake.
At this bunch of land and then become a whale and have voting rights. I mean, there are other external solutions to this.
I mean,
Yeah,
that's
that's
kind
kinda
of
I mean, ultimately, it's a capitalistic society. Yeah, buy what you want to and make yourself the next DG Games, and then you won't have this argument.
Yeah, literally. Like, how many people are here? Like 25 people right now. I mean, I feel like 25 vocal people could raise a lot of money.
I think ultimately, I think that there is such like a multi-dimensional dynamic to how we can form a solution that hasn't been feasible before. Just due to the technology and due to the community, I think we need to learn more about what's possible and having this sort of it's having a higher resolution. Turning ourselves onto that next dimension where we can say we can incorporate things like activity and land ownership and checks and balances to that. Like having all those elements put together is what's going to give us a really sound solution.
Yeah. Did anyone understand?
So that's why it's awesome that we're here talking.
Yeah, for sure. Did anyone understand Swiss's solution? He mentioned something about a one-off delegation to a wallet, and you can only do it like one time. Like that sounded like something that might work. I don't understand it, but the room seemed to agree that that was something that might work. I don't know if
Yeah,
someone can
you
articulate it.
basically let them transfer it once.
Yeah, how does that fix
No,
things?
you let them transfer it once. Well, they basically just say, this is my mana and it's in a cold storage. Like I originally purchased it with this wallet, now it's in a cold storage, so that's my wallet. And then they'd be like, okay, yeah, it is. It hasn't moved. It hasn't. You don't plan on moving it. That's your cold storage. Okay. So like that does fix that first part of the proposal for them, and that's why this proposal is super slimeball shady. This whole process
Oh,
is super
sorry.
slimeball shady.
I thought that was a
And
solution to the second part, but it was only a solution to the first part.
Yes, the solution.
Yeah.
The second part is a whole can of
So
worms
the first
that
part's
will
irrelevant.
only make wage voting
Yeah.
worse.
The part one's irrelevant.
Yeah,
I mean,
voting
he's already commented. He's already commented that he would vote yes on the voting delegation anyway. So the first that's kind of moot. It's all about the second part. So I didn't realize that. I thought that was a solution to the second part, but it doesn't sound like it.
This is, as long as majority are getting, or one whale can push something through. It's a broken system, and it will not drive adoption. It'll drive adoption away. I predict that right now.
I could see that. I could see drastic decisions like this are a very.
I think you handled everything really well today, even though I was blowing things up in here.
I appreciate you big time. Well, you know what? I'm just trying to foster great things here, and I just like you all so much. I want to see everybody succeed.
I just want a shot at things, and like I think a lot of other people do too. And it just gets really discouraging when like you have a shot to get your point of interest put up a map. You go out to Twitter, you round people up to vote for you. You think you got it going in, and then one person swoops, kills.
Yeah.
Well, I can definitely tell you right now, the best things I ever did in my life, I was always turned down the first and sometimes the second time I tried to do it. So whether or not it got through this time, you're gonna resubmit it. You're gonna try again because you're gonna pursue what you believe in, and we're gonna find ways to make this more accessible so that people who are new to the community can have the opportunity to create, because there's definitely enough space for all of us.
Yeah, and at least it's not going to cost you to give it a second try. I mean, in the past, it would have cost you however much in gas fees just to submit a proposal. So at least there's no cost for a second shot, or third shot, or fourth shot.
Sure.
It's like, why even try if one person can shut down the whole thing? That's why I'm saying it's going to kill adoption.
Yeah, but why even try?
Peanut butter, can you get on the stage?
It's a bit negative, right?
Got first to the top, everybody.
I'm just being real.
Our new president.
I'm like,
President
I've got one person that's got more votes than the rest of the people. It doesn't like me, apparently.
Yeah, let's try to. I don't know.
It's probably
man.
the person who tried to buy my land like 100 people.
Give us our orders. Great leader.
I love the clapping sound. I really do.
So when's the next event, Kev? You got next week, once a week, or not sure yet?
We got next event is Tuesday. This weekend, I'm going to be working on getting those royalty tokens out, and then on Tuesday we're going to have NF Tuesday. Coming back from a Memorial Day, so who knows? Maybe I'll have some souvenirs to bring back and show off.
Yeah, cool. I'll be like for the next town hall as well.
Have you been to NF Tuesday, Dark Rainbows?
No, I haven't. No, maybe once in the very beginning, but haven't been in a while. I think maybe I'm not sure what time it is, but I'm usually at the casino from 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. EDT.
Yeah.
Because I work there, right?
Well, there you go. Because it starts at 7.
Ah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe I can come
Well,
to the
yo,
next
you know
one.
what? You know, one of these days, if you need, I can do it at 6, and I'll make it an hour earlier so we can get you.
Oh, well, I have to blow you a kiss for that.
Accepted. Has anyone ever noticed that I'm pretty sure virtual art is the only person I think I've ever seen who just like has no shirt, right? Shirtless. Have you ever seen any other shirtless characters?
I've seen a few shirtless and no pants. That's always fun. We're gonna surround you now.
There's only one way to do it.
You wouldn't believe how hard it is to push nudity through that Dow. That was a joke.
Probably.
Oh, hashtag fuck a wearable.
We should add more customization to our avatars. I think there's people who might at least like maybe some I don't know. I think not everybody identifies as I think that'd be a good way. Things that we could do in the DAO that actually bring positive and really bring more value to the community rather than just playing around who gets like some. I think those kinds of proposals are just as important. Things like adding inclusive design into avatars.
Isn't it very hard to, or like, yeah, if like a lot of people join, isn't it hard to like approve every piece of design and wearable? It's kind of not scalable.
No, that's the whole idea, is that you should be in your community, talking to your community, and and that's how people are going to approve it. It's not about like having everybody support everyone doesn't have to read everything. Like, instead of delegating your vote, just follow the people on Twitter that you support, and when they say, hey, I put something out, go vote for it. Like, why can't we try that for a bit?
Hmm. At the same time, just in the real world, anyone should be allowed the opportunity to kind of start something. Now, whether or not it kicks off and becomes successful is entirely different, but you should be, have equal opportunity at least.
I agree there. I know they're coming out with a wearable builder. Is that going? I think there's a wearable approval committee that's going to like prevent copyright and certain
Oh,
things.
wow.
But does anyone know how the wearable builder? Yeah, there's going to be a wearable builder that's going to be out.
That's cool.
June 2nd, I believe, right?
Well, that's not far at all.
When is it? End of May, I think it was, right?
No, I think it's June 1st or June 2nd. So 5 days from now, something like that.
Nice.
And that's like the
And
internal
And
builder.
I think
But
that
at
goes
the
like
same
into a
time-
wearable. Yeah.
Hmm.
But
the-
at the
like-
same
like the
time,
land
I
builder.
think we all know, like, there's only going to be 2 or 3 people on that review committee at first, and there's probably going to be like 1,000 submissions the first day. So I can imagine it's going to get bottlenecked pretty heavy.
Yeah.
We have to be there early. I mean, who wants I definitely want me some peanut butter sweaters, or like I need my some more DC gear. Just get me a Quizmaster. Get but there's all these kind of cool things.
Yeah. All right. Well, that was cool. I better head back to the casino for a bit.
Yeah, I gotta head out.
Good chat, guys.
Yeah.
Take it easy. Have a good night.
See you, mate.
See y'all
Later all.
soon.
Good shit, man.
Good
Yeah.
stuff, everybody.
Good guys.